It's game time in Philadelphia as the crowds at Wells Fargo Center look to cheer on the 76ers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, they come in off that loss to the Memphis Grizzlies.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players.
For Philadelphia, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And stolen by Noel. Here's Roten. 14 points from him the last game against Memphis.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort. And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Cannon comes in for Roten.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination.
Here's Thompson. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And really, they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game. I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line. I love that superb pass that time, guys. It allowed them to get behind the defenders. The hoop was there waiting for them.
Outside Williams. To the wing right side. Freak kicks to Williams. Shakes him. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And the shot is good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Now, here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Cannon with the rebound.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Clarkson's got his first points of the game. 35 seconds left in the first. The 76ers leading by 5. Inside, here's Grant. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Tarek Black. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Sampson, the pass to Noel. Here's Cannon. 12 points his last outing. Passes it to Sampson. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros. We can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure. We'll go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Nerlens Noel comes in for Carl Landry. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Jakar Sampson subbed in for Cannon. The lengthy duo of Noel and Embiid down low. Then it's Tony Wroten. Then there's Grant, and it's Sampson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Well, guys, what a nice surprise Tony Wroten was last season, especially effective taking over at the point, Clark, with Michael Carter-Williams gone.
Yeah, Wroten put up a career-high 5 assists per game and really worked hard at the defensive end as well. He's one of the few talents on the Sixers roster that hadn't been traded away.
There's the pick. Pass to Sampson. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and Embiid throws it down.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered by Wroten.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now, here's Clarkson. Defense is right there. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers leading by 14. Here's Grant. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
One shot.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
The 76ers didn't lie to themselves about last season, Greg. They knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, the third straight year the Sixers would miss the playoffs. But as you said, Kevin, they knew what the season had in store. The key was, could they keep those young guys focused on growth and experience and not get caught up in the fact that they struggled to win games.
Roten, no good. Here's Clarkson, and the rejection by Noel. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. 76ers lead by 14.
Gentlemen, I'm here with...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down. For the 76ers, Nerlens Noel checks in for Landry. And it's Cannon in for Roten. And then for Los Angeles, Sacre's checked in for Hibbert. Freak comes in for Nick Young. And it's Williams in for Kobe. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Freak in at small forward. Williams is out there with Russell. Then it's Julius Randle. And it's Sacre in at the 5, roaming the paint. Philadelphia started to create a little bit of an identity last season after all their transactions, Clark, and shifting around. They settled down and came together.
Yeah, and I tell you, it looks like the identity will be the Sixers being a defensive team going forward. Offense has its fits and starts, but defensively they found some traction.
Lakers trail by 8. Outside, Russell. Kicks to Randle. Releases. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Randle's got 16 points.
As you said, the 76ers will be a team built on defense going forward. At least that's what it seems like to me. They have very active hands and can bother a lot of shots. They also force a ton of turnovers as well. Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The drive by Russell. That's good. He's got 7.
Well, you've got to like the focus that they're showing here in the second half. I see a lot more effort as well. I mean, it's amazing when you lock in mentally and bring some energy and intensity, things can pick up in a positive way for you.
It's blocked. Here's Williams. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now just a 4-point Philadelphia lead. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
And, you know, guys, the Sixers did force a lot of turnovers, but they also gave the ball away the most in the NBA, so kind of negated the turnovers they forced. They can be as defensive as they want, but they've got to get better at taking care of the ball if they're going to improve.
Picked by Randle. And Williams, here we go. Well, taking a look at Lou Williams last year, kind of a typical year for him, a lot of scoring on bad efficiency.
Yeah, and for Lou, he did make it over the 40% field goal mark, but just barely.
Just barely, you're right. And stolen by Roten. Tony Roten out there with Hollis Thompson. Then there's Embiid. Then there's